not? Can you sing?
Yeah, why not? It's the long one. No, we have to do a short one because we haven't got so much time today.
Okay. Guy go it. What page number is that? Guy goes to
132.
Guy Gauramadu Sware.
Guy Gauramadu Sware.
Hare
want to read the translation of that beautiful song, please?
Lord Gosunda sings in a very sweet voice, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Whether you live at home or in the forest, always chant the Lord's holy name. In happiness or sadness, don't forget, chant the holy name and fill your lips with Harinam. Bound in Maya's net, you've slaved and toiled in vain. But now that you have a human life and consciousness, chant the Lord's name, Radha Madhava. This life must surely end soon, and you have not worshipped Rishikesh, the master of the senses. Bhakti Vinod advises at least once taste the Naam Ras, the nectar of the holy name.
Jai. Okay, so we are going to continue the reading of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Dandava Pranams, good morning to everyone. We're going to continue the reading this morning briefly, and we are all welcome to tune in 11:30 for our Saturday program with Devasish Prabhu. So we look forward to that, and we are a little bit busy today with our Saturday program, Prashan distribution. So let's start. Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai, Shri Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. We are in Adi Lila chapter 4, the confidential reasons for the appearance of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we are going to go back to text 99, Prabhu. Prema Bhakti Sikaite Apane Avatari Radha Baba Kanti Dui Angikara Kori Shri Krishna Chaitanya Rupe Kaila Avatara Eita Panchamal Slokera Artha Parachara. To promulgate Prema Bhakti, devotional service in love of Godhead, Krishna appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as Sri Krishna Chaitanya, with the mood and complexion of Sri Radha. Thus I have explained the meaning of the 5th verse. Sasta Slokera Artha Karite Prakasha Pratame Kahiyese Slokera Vasha. To explain the sixth verse, I shall first give a hint of its meaning. Avatari Prabhu Pracharila Sankirtana Ehovahya Hetu Purve Karijachi Suchana. The Lord came to propagate Sankirtan. That is an external purpose, as I have already indicated. Avatarera are eka ache mukyavya rasika sekara krishnera seikaryaniya. There is a principal cause for Lord Krishna's appearance. It grows from his own engagements as the foremost enjoyer of loving exchanges. Ati Gudha Hetu say Trividha Prakara Damodara Sarupa Haite Yahara Prachara. That most confidential cause is threefold. Swarup Damodar has revealed it. Swarupa Gosai Prabhura Ati Antaranga Tahate Yanera Prabhura Eisava Prasanga. Swarup Gosai is the most intimate associate of the Lord. He therefore knows all these topics well. Purport. Prior to the Lord's acceptance of the renounced order, Purushottama Bhattacharya, a resident of Navadvip, desired to enter the renounced order of life. Therefore he left home and went to Benares, where he accepted the position of Brahmacharya from a Vajrayavadi sannyas. When he became a Brahmachari, he was given the name Sri Damodar Swarupa. He left Benares shortly after, without taking sannyas, and he came to Nilachal, Jagannath Puri, where the Lord Chaitanya was staying. He met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there and dedicated his life for the service of the Lord. He became Lord Chaitanya's secretary and constant companion. He used to enhance the pleasure potency of the Lord by singing appropriate songs, which were very much appreciated. Swarup Damodar could understand the secret mission of Lord Chaitanya. And it was by his grace only that all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya could know the real purpose of the Lord. Swarup Damodar has been identified as Lalita Devi, the second expansion of Radharani. However, the authoritative Gauda Ganodesha Deepika of Kavi Karnapura describes Swarup Damodar as the same Vishaka Devi who serves the Lord in Goloka Vrindavan. Therefore, it is to be understood that Sri Swarup Damodar is a direct expansion of Radharani, who helps the Lord experience the attitude of Radharani. So Swarup Damodar was Purusottama Bhattacharya. Do you know that, Prabhu? Do you know that? That Swarup Damodar was Purusottama Bhattacharya.
I knew that he's
And when he became a brahmachari, he was given the name Sid Damodar Swarupa. No. Leave that for the Radhikara Baba Murti Prabhura Antara Seibhave Sukha Dukha Utenirantara. The heart of Lord Chaitanya is the image of Sri Radhika's emotions. Thus feelings of pleasure and pain arise constantly therein. So we are reading confidential reasons for the appearance of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we are here today with Rasamayi Pandita Devidasi. Very happy to have you with us.
Very happy to be here.
Okay, purport. Lord Chaitanya's heart was full of the feelings of Srimati Radharani, and his appearance resembled hers. Swarup Damodar has explained his attitude as Radha Bhava Murti, the attitude of Radharani. One who engages in sense gratification on the material platform can hardly understand Radha Bhava, but one who is free from the demands of sense gratification can understand it. Radha Bhava must be understood from the Goswamis, those who are actually controllers of the senses. From such authorized sources, it is to be known that the attitude of Srimati Radharani is the highest perfection of conjugal love, which is the highest of the 5 transcendental mellows, and it is the complete perfection of love of Krishna. These transcendental affairs can be understood on 2 platforms. One is called elevated, and the other is called super elevated. The loving affairs exhibited in Dwarka are the elevated form. The super elevated position is reached in the manifestations of the pastimes of Vrindavan. The attitude of Lord Chaitanya is certainly super elevated. From the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, an intelligent person engaged in pure devotional service can understand that he always felt separation from Krishna within himself. In that separation, he sometimes felt that he had found Krishna and was enjoying the meeting. The significance of this separation and meeting is very specific. If someone tries to understand the exalted position of Lord Chaitanya without knowing this, he is sure to misunderstand it. One must first become fully self-realized, otherwise he may misidentify the Lord as Nagara, or the enjoyer of the damsels of Braja, thus committing the mistake of Rasa Basa, or overlapping understanding. Shesa Lilaya Prabhura Krishna Viraha Unmada Brahma Maya Shesta Ara Pralapa Maya Bada. In the final portion of his pastimes, Lord Chaitanya was obsessed with the madness of separation from Lord Krishna. He acted in erroneous ways and talked deliriously. Lord Sri Chaitanya exhibited the highest stage of the feelings of a devotee in separation from the Lord. This exhibition was sublime because it was completely perfect in the feelings of separation. Materialistics, however, cannot understand this. Sometimes materialistic scholars think he was diseased or crazy. Their problem is that they always engage in material sense gratification and can never understand the feelings of the devotees and the Lord. Materialists are most abominable in their ideas. They think that they can enjoy directly perceivable gross objects by their senses and that they can similarly deal with the transcendental features of Lord Chaitanya. But the Lord is understood only in pursuance of the principles laid down by the Goswamis, headed by Swarup Damodar. Doctrines like those of the Nadiya Nagaris, a class of so-called devotees, are never presented by authorized persons like Swarup Damodar or the 6 Goswamis. The ideas of the Gauranga Nagaris are simply a mental concoction, and they are completely on the mental platform. Radhikara Bhava Jaiche Udava Darsane Sei Bhave Mata Prabhu Ratridine. Ratridine, you know what that means?
In the night.
Day and night. Ratridine. Just as Radhika went mad at the sight of Uddhava, so Lord Chaitanya was obsessed day and night with the madness of separation. Purport. Those under the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can understand that his mode of worship of the Supreme Lord Krishna in separation is the real worship of the Lord. When the feelings of separation becomes very intense, one attains the stage of meeting Sri Krishna. So-called devotees like the Sahayas cheaply imagine that they are meeting Krishna in Vrindavan. Such thinking may be useful, but actually meeting Krishna is possible through the attitude of separation taught by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ratre pralapa kore swarupera cantadori, aveshya panabhava kahaye ugadi. At night he talked incoherently, in grief, with his arms around Swarup Damodar's neck. He spoke out his heart in ecstatic inspiration. Jave jai baba ute prabhura antara, seigiti sloka sukha dena damodara. Whenever a particular sentiment arose in his heart, Swarup Damodar satisfied by him by singing songs or reciting verses of the same nature. Ebe karya nahi kichu eisava vichare, age iha vivariva karya vistare. To analyze these pastimes is not necessary now. Later I shall describe them in detail. Purve braye krishnatri vidhava yodharma, kaumara pauganda ara kaishora ati marma. Formerly, in Vraja, Lord Krishna displayed 3 ages, namely childhood, boyhood, and adolescence. His adolescence is especially significant. Vatsalya Vesher Kaila Kaumara Safala, Pauganda Safala Kaila Lanyasa Kavala. Parental affection made his childhood fruitful. His boyhood was successful with his friends. Radhikadi Lanya Kaila Rasadi Vilasa, Banchabori Aswadila Rasera Nirjasa. In youth, he tasted the essence of rasa, fulfilling his desires in pastime like the rasa dance with Srimati Radhika and the other gopis. Kaishora Vajasa Kama Jagat Sakala Rasadi Lilayatina Karila Safala. In his youth, Lord Krishna made all 3 of his ages and the entire universe successful by his pastimes of amorous love like the rasa dance. Sopi kaishora kavayo manayam madhu sudanaha remes triratna kutastaha sapasu sapitati taha. Lord Madhusudana enjoyed his youth with pastimes on autumn nights in the midst of the ewe-like milkmaids. Thus he dispelled all the misfortune of the world. This is a verse from the Vishnu Purana. Pacha Suchita Sarvari Ratakala Pagalba Vyaya Radikam Bridha Kunchita Lochanam Virachayan Agre Sakinam Aso Tad Bakso Ruha Chitra Keli Makari Panditya Param Gataha Kaishoram Safali Karoti Kalayan Kunje Viharam Harin. Lord Krishna made Srimati Radharani close her eyes in shame before her friends by his words relating their amorous activities on the previous night. Then he showed the highest limit of cleverness in drawing pictures of Delphine in various playful sports on her breast. In this way, Lord Hari made his youth successful by performing pastimes in the bushes with Sri Radha and her friends. This is a verse from the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu of Srila Rupa Goswami. Of course, we have to read this with caution, these slokas. They cannot be compared with any mundane affairs of this world, or mundane lusty affairs of this world. So we just read through them with caution and respect. Harir esha nashe avatira risyan maturayam madurasi radikasha avabisyat ihyam brita visristir makarankastu visheshatan tadatra. O Purnamasi, if Lord Hari had not descended in Mathura with Srimati Radharani, this entire creation, and especially Cupid, the demigod of love, would have been useless. This verse is spoken by Sri Brinda Devi in the Vidagdha Madhava of Srila Rupa Goswami. Eimata purve Krishna rasera sadana yadyapi karila rasa nijasa charvana tatapi nahi latina vanchita purana taha aswadite yadi karila yatana. Even though Lord Krishna, the abode of all mellows, had previously in this way chewed the essence of the mellows of love, still he was unable to fulfill three desires, although he made effort to taste them. Tanhara pratama vancha kariye biankyana Krishna kohe amihai rasera nidana. I shall explain his first desire, Krishna says. I am the primary cause of all rasas. Purnananda maya ami chimaya purna tattva radhikara preme ama karaya udmata. I am the full spiritual truth and I am made of full joy, but the love of Srimati Radharani drives me mad. Nayani Radhara preme achekata bala jevale amare kore sarvada vivala. I do not know the strength of Radha's love, with which he always overwhelms me. Radhikara prema guru ami sisya nata sada ama nana nitye nachaya udbata. The love of Radhika is my teacher, and I am her dancing pupil. Her prema makes me dance in various noble dances. And there is another text. This is a text from the Govinda Lilambita of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Kasmat prinde priya shaki harer pada mulat kuto so kundaranje kim iha kurute nitya siksham guru kaham tam tuan murti prati tarulatandi pidikshu spuranti Sailusiva pramati parito narchanti swapaschat. Oh, my beloved friend Brinda, where are you coming from? I'm coming from the feet of Sri Hari. Where is he? In the forest of the bank of Radhakunda. What is he doing there? He's learning dancing. Who is his master? Your image, Radha, revealing itself in every tree and creeper in every direction, is roaming like a skillful dancer, making him dance behind. Nija prema swade mora hayaye alada, tahahate kotiguna Radha prema svada. Whatever pleasure I get from tasting my love for Srimati Radharani, she tasted 10 million times more than me by her love. Ami jaiche paraspara virudha dharmas raya, Radha prema taiche sada virudha dharma maya. Just as I am the abode of all mutually contradictory characteristics, so Radha's love is always full of similar contradictions. I'm just going to read it again. Just as I am the abode of all mutually contradictory characteristics, characteristics. So Radha's love is always full of similar contradictions. Radha prema vidhu jara vadite nahityani tatapi sekshane kshane vadaye sadai. Radha's love is all pervading, leaving no room for expansion, but still it is expanding constantly. Jahavai guru vastu nahi sunishchita, tatapi gurura dharma gaurava varjita. There is certainly nothing greater than her love, but her love is devoid of pride. That is the sign of its greatness. Jaha haite sunirmala dvitiya nahi ara, tatapi sarvadaya bamya bakra vyavahara. Nothing is purer than her love, but its behavior is always perverse and crooked. Vibhur api kalayan sadabir brithim gururapi gaurava charjaya vihinaha muhur upajita bakrimapi sudho jayati murad dvisi radhika nuragaha. All glories to Radha's love for Krishna, the enemy of the demon Mura. Although it is all pervading, it tends to increase at every moment. Although it is important, it is devoid of pride, and although it is pure, it is always beset with duplicity. This is a verse from the Dana Kelly Kaumudi of Srila Rupa Goswami. And I'm just going to read the last one. Sei premara siradika parama asraya, sei premara amihai kevala visaya. Sri Radhika is the highest abode of that love, and I am its only object. Jai Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. And we finish here because we have to start with the cooking for the noon program and the prasad distribution. Jai. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giriraj ki jai. You want me to read a little bit? Okay. Yes, we do. Prabhu cannot. Okay, we'll read a little bit from the devotional treasure chest by Srila Bhakti Yoga Goswami Maharaj. Ki Jai. We will read one question from the full rush in where angels fear to tread. This is chapter 15. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. So question. Instead, can the artist draw something general like a lotus flower? Srila Guru Maharaj. A lotus flower represents the idea of beauty, softness, and all such things. And different petals represent different platforms of rasa. In such a way, we can take it beauty and softness. No mundane ideas should be drawn there, only distant similarity. But categorically difference should always be there. Even we are not allowed by our master to read the books where they are described, such as Govinda Lilamritam. Even Stava Kusumanjali and Ujjvala Nilamani are not allowed. He did not allow us to study and discuss this. Rather, he would be very much disturbed if he heard that someone is interfering with the higher leelas in those books. He did not like it. Dusta Phala Karibe Arjana. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur warns that you will get only a bad result if you venture to cross the line. A bad effect will come to you, aparadh. From the lower position, anartha, the steps are shown. Shraddha, sadhu sangha, sravan, kirtan, then anartha nivriti. The undesirable things will vanish altogether. Then ruchi, then asakti, then bhava bhakti, the sprout of real devotion. Then prema bhakti, and sneha, man, pranaya, raga, anuraga, bhava, mahabhava. By such steps we are to approach there. Once Prabhupada remarked, though how will you take it, I do not know. One gentleman, of course he was a senior, wanted to discuss these things with Prabhupada. He laid much stress on that, and ultimately he left the association of Prabhupada and lived a secluded life. Previously, he did much service to the mission. That gentleman. Prabhupada remarked, oh, he has 2 lives. He is married with Krishna and he has got a child. Such remark was there that he was a man, but taking himself as a gopi, he wanted to culture about the life of the gopis, the intimate connection of Krishna and the gopis. In this way, he wanted to culture intensely. But Prabhupada remarked in that way, oh, he has turned into a lady, a gopi, and after coming in contact with Krishna, she produced a child. Another time, the Guru Maharaj of Prabhupada, Gaura Kishora Babaji, was in a hut near the Ganges. Another disciple of Prabhupada, leaving Prabhupada, went to imitate Prabhupada's Guru Dev, Gaura Kishora Babaji, and constructed a tiny hut nearby and imitated his bhajan, Harinam, and the discussion of Narottam Thakur, all these things, and observed extreme vairagyam in his physical life. Gaura Kishore Babaji remarked one day that only by entering a labor room, imitating some pain of giving birth to a child, and imitating the sound, a child will not come. Many important previous events are necessary, then a child will come. Only imitation will not give birth to a child. Such was his remark to that gentleman. So Suddha Sattva, pure goodness, you must come in connection with what is known as Suddha Sattva first. Visuddha Sattva, the Nirguna world. Suddha Sattva means Nirguna. You must come in connection with Nirguna. Then only may you try to approach the subtle happenings of events there. So we are not to satisfy curiosity. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. With this spirit, we must approach the whole thing. At the same time, we may not be, by God's grace, a disbelievers by considering, I shall judge the whole thing to the last details. Then I shall accept what you say. There are many things below that, but the charm and reasonableness of the higher plane, that is enough to convince a person to come this side. And these high leelas should be left high above your head. Very cautiously we are handle all this leela, especially Madhurya leela. It's very nice that we are just reading in Chaitanya Charitamrita about Madhurya Rasa. Yeah. And Guru Maharaj is warning us of not going to this with our mundane perception, going in that, trying to understand with our mind. Yeah. Just the other day I was thinking, about a year after joining the mission, Prabhupada arranged to preach in Vrindavan for the full Kartik month. That time he asked Bharati Maharaj to explain the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the story of Prahlad, not the story of Krishna, Radha Krishna, Yasoda or anything of Vrindavan, but preach Sudha Bhakti of Prahlad first. They are all ripe in Sahaya. Just try to make them understand. Enter into the plane of Bhakti. What to speak of Krishna Lila? That is far, far above. So in Vrindavan, the people rather wondered, what is this? They are explaining Bhagavatam, but leaving aside the 10th canto. They are explaining the 7th canto, the Prahlad Lila, the lower portion of Bhakti. That is wonderful and strange. Again, I later found that Srila Prabhupada himself gave a lecture between Radha Kunda and Syama Kunda. There is a boundary line between the two. There he used to explain these topics for a few days. The Upadishamrita of Srila Rupa Goswami was read by him and explained. He did not explain about Srimati Radharani, not about Krishna, but about the Upadishamritam, the basis. His attention was always towards the basis, and the fruit will come of itself. Pour water onto the root, and the fruit will come up itself. He himself explained this while sitting in the middle between Radha Kund and Syama Kund. He explained not only Bhagavatam, but Upadishamritam. Upadishamritam is the substance of Mahaprabhu and the language of Rupa Goswami. Vacho vegan, manasa krodha vegan, jiva vegan, udaro pasta vegan, etan vegan yo visaheta dira, sarvam apimam pritibim sa sischat. And the sloka, Krishna sho chai pranaya vasati, prejasipyo pi radha, kundam chasya munivir avistas, tadri eva vyadyaji, jat prestair api alam asulabhyam, kim punar bhakti vayam, tat premedam sakrit api saraha, snatur avish karoti. These topics were explained by Srila Prabhupada and not even anything of Govinda Lilamritam or of Vishwanath Chakravarti Sri Krishna Bhavanamrita. These things were left, so our training was in this line. Pujala Ragapatta Gaurava Bange. This is always upon our heads, that the prospect of our life's future, life after life, cannot be finished. With this idea, we should rather foster the hope, the pure hope that we may be taken one day in that camp. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Sri Devotional Treasure Shed ki Jai.
We always want to rush ahead, and I remember Gurudev saying such a beautiful thing where he's saying we have the connection, right? We have the connection. We're like hanging on. We got the boat and we're hanging on to the rope in this turbulent ocean. But the only thing we have to do is just be patient. We have to be patient and like keep going and
hold on.
Yes, and water that root, and then have the trust that Gurudevs will take care of us, like whenever the time is right for us to,
exactly. And not to rush and
right.
go into all these higher topics.
Exactly.
Without the proper guide of our Guru.
Yeah.
Jai, very nice.
Jai.
Any other comments?
Prabhu.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha.
Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha.
Yadhavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadhavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopal Govindaram Sri Madhusudana. Giridhari Gopinath Madhana Moha. Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra. Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhata Raghunatha. Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasya Guna. Jai Gauri Charana Bandana. Jala hoite Vignana Savista Purana. Jai Gosai Dhamui Tarata. Rasa Bara Pradai Numura Pachaka. Ashade Charana Sevi Bhakta Saneva. Janame Moreya Vila. Jai Gosai Jabe Braja Koya Bhasha. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Lita Lila Gaurila Prasad. Anand Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majaya. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Satma Koriyasha. Hari Naam Sankirtana Kore Narodamoda. Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari
Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Sundarana Giridhari Ki.
Jai.
Jai Shri Mujpal Ravati Sundarana Swami Maharaj Ki.
Jai.
Bhakti Yoga Swami Maharaj Ki.
Jai.
Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Ki.
Jai.
Guru Kanaya Guru Varga Ki.
Jai.
Jai Shri Hari Ki.
Jai.
Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Ki Jai.
Jai.
Saraswati Mat Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat Vaishlava Shakti Ki Jai.
Jai.
Bhakti Devi Daya Tulasi Devi Ki Jai.
Jai.
Charitamrita Ki Jai. Shri Krishna Astami
Jai.
Ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri A.C. Bhakti Yoga Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
Shri Hari Nama Sankirtan Ki
Jai.
Nitai Go Premanandi Ki
Hari Bol. Saraswati Devi ki.
Jai. And all the devotees worldwide Ki Jai.